Yo, what is up guys, I'm here hitting you up with a new Etheria restart video. Before we jump into the topic, quick thing in eigener Sache, if you want to support me and if you want to be part of my community, link to my Discord in the description down below, check it out, and hey, if you're new, subscribe. Now obviously I saw the hyperlink talk. I also saw the video of Sean and also Vulcan discussing what else they discussed in the hyperlink talk, which was cut from the final product basically, and what they kind of discussed there. I also do have my thoughts about all these topics. Let me know if you wanna have a separate video on this one. I also feel like a podcast or something like that might be the way to talk about these different type of things really. But outside of that, let's get into the meats and potatoes. You guys voted on YouTube and you said you want to know what to do with the double event in Etheria restart. Now since we already got the announcement, hey, we're getting double event now upcoming weekend, which means we get for the threshold, we're getting for the investigation, and also we're getting for the GP outpost. Now what do you want to farm? Now, one rule of thumb is very simple when it comes to the double event. You will not touch Shell Dungeon for the entire duration of this weekend. You don't get double rewards, and you know what is also included in double rewards? Yes, Etheria coins. So basically gold, silver coins, whatever, all the good stuff you need is included in the double event, but not included in the Grim Pursuit. So this is also the best chance. If you look at my goal, 650k, I'm broke, but we are all broke in this game. Right now, what is the plan for me personally? What do I want to grind? Will I do the same thing I did the last time? Will I change things up? No, certainly. Let's take a look at my stamina. So I don't know how it looks for you guys. I only have 13 stamina pots right now. Let me know in the comments how many you have currently, but I'm gonna save all my stamina pots right now. I will not spend a single one anymore because at the weekend we have the double event. Now I think till the weekend I should be around 25-ish, so just with my stamina pots alone I should sit on comfortably 2500 stamina. That is my goal more or less for my stamina pots. Now how do I want to save up my resources? So I plan, since it is Monday right now, I plan on starting with Wednesday, stacking up my stamina. So I cap out all my stamina with 220, and then I will gem refill all my stamina, basically getting an extra 1000 stamina ready for the weekend. So I have Wednesday, which gives me 1000. I have Thursday 2000, Friday 3000, and then 4000, 5000. So I basically get 5000 with stamina for the weekend, just with gem refills. Plus I probably will have another 25 with my stamp pots, so that nets me in total for this weekend 7500 stamina, which I can spend, right? Now, what is the game plan? The first thing I did or want to do is I look at my account, where are my units right now, especially my 6 stars right now. So I do have a lot of these units maxed out, but you know what? I also got a lot of new additions to my roster. Now I got the Ling Lao, I have my Marvel who's still sitting at 8, I got the Kazuyu, I got Tsukiyomi, I got Tiamat, and also got Hoyen. Now there are a couple of 6 stars on my account that also need to be max leveled, right, level 50, but outside of that I also do have a couple of 5-star options, generally speaking, which I do want to max out. Now, for example, my Kachi the God is not at max level yet. Mia is not max. I do want to actually work on Zanya. I do want to get Zanya back up 6-star, and then Obol I want to work on, and Vice I want to work on too. So there are a couple of options, as well as some other SSR options which are currently not leveled up for me right now. I need to get up my Dinah, I want to get up Lilith, and I do want to get up, if I find the units somewhere, I forgot a Rahu I also want to get up really. So there are a couple of units I really want to get up, so I do have to grind some XP. Now with 7,500 stamina. That shouldn't be doable. But also what we have to keep in mind now is the GP outpost, because the GP outpost is also an interesting side of thing. Now my plan, generally speaking, for the GP outpost, so I'm basically broke again if I look at my currency. So the only one that it's kind of looking good right now is the green department. So the green department is something I could theoretically skip if I want to. Since I have 7,500 stamina available, how do I want to spend this stamina, right? I have to be efficient with my time as well. I can't sit there and just farm Aurora or Doki Doki, Inferno, or something that takes me 3 minutes per run, because at the end of the day, if I do that the whole weekend, then I will do nothing else but that, and I probably will also not be able to spend I will not be able to spend all my stamina resources. Also, by the way, this is a prime example of how Rengokutsu is currently right now, 0.5. The next time it could also be 5.0. This thing is so RNG, guys. This is so RNG. Like every time I do a 10 run, it looks completely different. But I don't worry too much about it. I just let it run in the background, and when I get something, I get something, and if I don't get something, I don't get something. Now, generally speaking, how do I want to manage my stamina? Now, the first thing I do want to do is I do plan on spending roughly 2,000 stamina on my GP outpost. Now, what does 2,000 stamina do for me? I do want to spend 400 stamina on each of the elements. Now, 400 stamina are 4 multi-runs. For multi-runs with double rewards should be a decent amount. I will take a look at how much I got after 4 runs. Maybe I need to spend a little bit more time in there, or maybe 500 if I can skip on the green ones, as I do have resource there. But I really want to make sure that I do have these GP materials, because let's be honest, guys, outside of the double event, XP and GP you don't want to farm at all. You just don't want to farm. It feels incredibly horrible, and you just the way I look at the GP outpost is simply I look at the unit I want to build, right? For example, just I click on a Beyond, and for example, and I do want to get, let's say for some reason I have no I want to max out her level 3, right? Now I go in and then I look at my lattice income, and then no, not lattice income, I look at my GPs, and then I'm missing, and then you're like, okay, now I have to spend my stamina and go inside of the GP where you don't get that much. Now you're wasting actually a lot, because you like 100 stamina is not enough. You have to spend like what, 200 300 stamina to get anywhere really. And the good thing is, if you now use your stamina right now to use it on the GP, you basically save up. So once you get to a unit where you're like, okay, I wanna upgrade like Hoyen, for example, right? You wanna go in, max out a skill. You can just, if you have the lattice, you can just make boom, 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 boom. It is maxed out, and you're good to go, and you didn't waste any stamina you currently have on just getting that GPs you need to upgrade a character. So I just wanna have like a healthy pile of stack available for me for when I choose to upgrade a character, without me worrying about, okay, I need to spend now my valuable stamina on, let's say, a XP or GP dungeon, which doesn't net me much. Then we also got the XP, where I plan on after my so I basically plan on spending around 2,500 to 3,000 stamina in here. So when I spend 3,000 stamina, if I have 5,000 left or something, like somewhere around these lines, so I have 7.5, then I spent like 2 on GP, so I have like 5.5 left, right? And if I spend another 3,000, I still have 2,500 stamina left, or 2.5, probably something around these lines. But I do want to make sure that I have enough XP ready to get all my characters, which are currently at 60. I can get them, I can push them to level 50 just to get their stats up and prepare new units, which I do want to get to 60 as well. Or maybe I can even get some units to 60, so I can get them to level 50 as well. And the cool thing about this is you get also these shadow imprints, which helps you also as well getting units to 60. Plus this dungeon here specifically drops a lot of summon tickets. I don't know, maybe I had just incredibly good RNG, but the last time I farmed over 40 summon tickets just with XP. That was insane. Maybe I just had the most insane luck, but every time you get a ticket, you are guaranteed a second ticket. So every time you get a ticket, you get 2 tickets, okay? So this happens 5 times and you already got a multi. So this is a good way to also farm basically summon tickets for free. So I plan to spend 2,500 to 3,000 stamina in here just to get my units up. just to get tickets. If I'm lucky, I get like 30-40 tickets again, so I'm good, especially with the new banners and stuff like that, or for the banner after that, right? And then my last 2.5 to 3,000 stamina I am going to completely drop here in the threshold with Doki Doki and Inferno. I'm probably not planning to drop anything on Termaton really, because the only thing I really need from Termaton currently is a Kenai, and Kenai is very, very lacking, and then the Fury Edge might be good, but you know what, I really don't need that too much. I really want to focus more on Aurora and Doki Doki. I want to get my speed gear up, I want to get some nice set effects, I want to get some more Bulwark set effects, I want to get especially Swift Smite. Those are the see, there we go. Ooh, Fury Kenai, Fury Edge, lucky, I'll take that. That's what I mean, guys. So I started with 0.5 and we ended up with 4.6. So this is what I mean with the RNG with the Rengo. But that's for that. But I plan on basically, I'm not 100% sure yet if I just go all in on Aurora or I go all in on Doki Doki. I might split between both of them depending on how my luck looks like. But I kind of feel like I just go in and just farm straight out. And the thing is, I don't want to just do only module farming, because as I said, I plan to have like around 7,500 stamina. I'm not gonna spend 7,500 stamina doing threshold, because no way ever in just 2 days I can do that if a 10 run takes 30 minutes. Now you can do the math. 7,500, what is the half of that? That's like 38 runs, right? And 38, that's 38 hours. Not gonna happen at all. That's my plan. 2.5 to 3,000 stamina is going in here. I'm not sure if I farm Doki Doki or Aurora, or just do one of each, or actually split them both, but that is definitely the plan, because I do want to get gear. I need more gear and stuff like that, and ideally the Inferno stuff, because those are the drops aren't the greatest for these ones. Now with the 2x, I think is a really good chance for you to get more smite and raid pieces, stuff like that. And yeah, this is my plan for the 2x event. I hope this was helpful to you guys to plan out your 2x event for this weekend, so you have an idea what you want to do now. As always, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you with the next one. Deuces.